Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here with Friends on Friday with Jean Peter Artist. Today we are going to be working on the orange signatures for our rainbow journals that we're doing. Look, got this thing. I have to turn off this. Bear with me. I don't know why it doesn't let you turn off your other one when you're setting it up. Anyway, so, today in southeastern Manitoba, it's a sunny day. Air quality is supposed to be reasonably good. It is 30 degrees Celsius, which means it is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So, there we go. So, we're doing orange today. Welcome, Belinda.
Sorry about that. Was me making the problem.
Oh, what were you doing?
I had YouTube open too.
Oh, so both of us were doing it. Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
Anne. Welcome, welcome.
Hi,
So,
Belinda. Hi, Ann.
we're doing orange today. So I pulled out a piece of cardstock with orange painty paper. I've got my coffee dyed page. I've got this vibrant, lovely, lovely orange. Hey, Melody, welcome, welcome. And then I have one that's a little bit more on the peachy side, but that's okay because it fits in. Then I pulled out a whack load of painty papers and I've been making stuff to put in it. Jean's already being industrious beside me here.
Well, I grabbed a stack of orange. Anybody who knows me knows orange is my favorite color. And I tend to get a lot of it. Not that I buy it, but I get it. People buy me everything in orange, which is fine. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But the stack was probably about that thick. And I've dwindled it down to just enough for the pages. And I'll dig out of it for little embellishments and stuff. But I'm being extremely creative this time because I used wallpaper. No, I've never used wallpaper before, but I didn't want the plain, plain side. So I glued two together. So I'm kind of doing a little more piecework on this one than I did on the red. But that's okay.
It's going to make it interesting. Welcome, Melody. So, I pulled out a couple of orange frames. That's all I seem to have in the way of orange frames. I did do some items that I want to use at tech spots. These are just old business cards. I could back them and use them as writing or journal cards, but I'm not going to bother. They're going to be text spots. I also did a bunch of little envelopes so that I can do envelope clusters. I've got some doodle stuff and I made some tags yesterday. Not sure if I'll use them or not. I need to put a little bit of orange spatter on the back. Didn't quite work the way I had anticipated it working. What I did was I took my tag, I put napkin down on it because I've got this wine cork napkin thing. So I put the napkin on it because I figured it's in the orange tones. And then I took reinforcement and I colored it orange because I've got so it's got the orange. And then I edged it with brown paint because we all know I like to use brown paint. And it kind of, when I was doing it, I was really trying to scuff up the edge of the napkin so it looked kind of antique-ish. Does that make sense? Is that a word?
It is now.
And then I went over it again with orange paint so it would give it a different kind of effect. So it's got kind of like a little bit of a rough edge. I'm going to have to see what I can do about that. I've got a piece of paper, book page that I doodled on. I made stuff for flips. Not sure if I'm going to use them. Pulled out gel prints. These two are on sticker paper. I have a bundle of CD sticker paper, when you print your CD labels and things. So they're interesting shapes. Then I just have a bunch of orange painty papers to have fun with. I haven't pulled anything out yet, like umbrellas or anything. I know I have orange umbrellas. I just have a couple of frames. But because I did frames in the red one, I would like to kind of have a few things that are going to be a flow through. And I think the frames are going to be the biggest part of that. If that makes sense to everybody.
Well, I didn't know gluing doilies was going to be so messy.
Oh, gluing doilies is horribly messy. So I'm going to start with this here coffee stained piece of paper. And I am going to make a little envelope cluster. I think I've got enough to do 3 clusters. I do. 3 clusters of 3. So I'm going to do 3 pages with clusters. Again, I've got 7 pages, including the cardstock cover. Oh, look, muck. Let's start the day peeling dried glue off and getting sticky, because that always makes the day so much more pleasant. So I'm not going to have a text spot behind this because I've got so many other text spots. I'm not really going to worry about it. So I am just going to glue these right down onto the page. I did doodle up all the other little envelopes I did on Tuesday. And I posted a picture in my group. And then I've got a whole stack of this fluorescent orange paper, and it's already cut up into little pieces. So I think I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I'm going to line it and use it as my line papers for in the envelopes and things. I ended up doing a whole bunch more red ones to use in as the text. I didn't plan this one out. I'm just gluing them down. So there could be a bit of a writing spot up here. I'm not sure. I have to take a look, Belinda. I was kind of fell behind. I haven't been down here much this week.
Must have been in the air.
So that's what it looks like if you glue them right down onto a page. It makes the page a little bit more solid. Again, these are just book pages. I might have to find some little things to put over the words, a little bit of decorating. But we're just going to start by gluing stuff down right now. Phone! Do you want me to mute you? Oh, no, you
Yes.
have to. Okay. Jean muted herself. So, have you guys been having a crafty week? I know Belinda has. She sent me a picture of a lovely doll that she did. Oh, I've just been busy this week, Belinda. I had my grandson here. He spent Sunday night. No, he spent Monday night, and then one of the neighbors popped over Monday afternoon, and then Tuesday I did the live, and he was still here, and his parents and brother came for supper because that's kind of the way it works when he spends the night. And then we did grocery shopping on Wednesday. Yeah, we went for groceries on Wednesday to the city. And then yesterday, I did tomato soup and vacuumed, and my elder daughter came for supper. It's just been one of those weeks. Yes, yes, the grandson that made the hand puppet with me. Oh, I didn't space that very nice, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be exact all the time. So there's a second little cluster of envelopes. Where am I getting the glare from? I think I need to go turn off that big light that's overhead. I'll be back. I think that's what causes a lot of the glare. We'll see if that's any better. So yeah, it's just been a busy family kind of week. So this has just a little bit of space by the center. So I think this is going to have to go more towards the center of the signature, because if it's on the outside, there might not be enough room. I didn't think about that.
Well,
Diamond painting. Oh,
I don't like just having 5 pages. I have more paper. I want to use more paper.
I know, but like I showed you that little red one that I did, I have 7 pages and it's already gator mouth.
Yeah, I have 5, but there's not much. I mean, it's all orange. I mean, all orange, except the rusty paper.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I like it. I like the pages I picked out. This one's bag, so it'll be a pocket. Okay. The decisions. I like these papers too. I have more orange than I probably need.
I have a lot of orange papers too.
I was gonna do the wallpaper as the
Oh,
cover because I glued 2 together,
yeah.
but this one's just a little bit bigger, so it's the cover now.
Okay.
Decisions. Well, I got my pages. That's good enough, right? I didn't even use my little. Yeah, well, it's going in the middle because it's here. Maybe not. Let's just get started.
Yeah. I'm just doing what, I say I usually do is I get a bunch of things and I add them all, and then I go back and I didn't decide where I was putting this, and I'm not sure I like the way I put it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll just put it there, and that's the end of it, right? There.
That's right. You'd be surprised. You probably will find that was the perfect place in the end.
I might. I might. So, do those. I think I'll put this one. Haven't decided how these. We'll arrange them after, Kim. Just do your tucks and things. As I say, I made these 4 little cards into tuck spots. And I figured because school is back on, or getting there next week for here, that, whoa, it's alive. I wanted to use words. This piece that I'm using as the cover had been put up on a wall with sticky tack. white sticky tack, not the blue, but it still leaves greasy marks. And it didn't peel off very nice. Hey, Anne, welcome. Oh, excellent. Nice. Very nice. So I'm going to, maybe I'll do a flip out there. And that can be, it'll be covered. I've got this one. Oh, it's too tall. I'll have to cut that down. Or I could do, oh, that's the cover. I can't do it that way. No, this, maybe I need to go back to bed, guys.
That was me yesterday. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to sit on the couch and chill out for a little bit. Hour and a half later, I'm like, oh, wow, I slept.
These are my 7 pages. Let's get all this stuff, like the tags. But those are the flips. Get them on my way because we're going to make something a mess. I think that this can go here. This one says inspire, and I used my little books on them. But I made sure that there was an orange book in each.
Oh, cute.
In each stack. Oh, I lied. That one doesn't have. What the heck? That one does? Okay, 2 don't have orange. 1 doesn't have an orange book. That one's kind of orange. Well.
I wish they'd make fine point glue bottles that don't ever dry out and clog. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, that would be fabulous.
I know. It's just a dream. Sometimes it feels like a nightmare, though.
Was. I have to paper clip this down. Because that card warped. So when it warps, it's hard to glue down onto things. So that's why I have little clothespins around, just for this purpose. Yeah, no clog would be tremendous. It would. So then while I'm waiting for these to dry, we can go through my box of goodies and see what else I've got to use. Probably. So I am hoping to go on what is called the Wave Tour. What it is in Manitoba, it's interlake. Like we've got 2 big lakes in Manitoba, Lake Manitoba and Lake Winnipeg. And they're huge. So there's a lot of cottages in between and little towns, and it's real touristy because the beaches are gorgeous. So anyway, they have what's called the Wave Tour. And so all these different artists open up their studios, and you can go from studio to studio to studio. And it's not like they're all in one town. You can be driving gravel, and you're going to be going, one's, say, in Matlock, and one's in Gimli. Not that you guys know where it is, but it's all over the place. So we're hoping to do that tomorrow. They do it twice a year, the beginning of June and the end of August, or the beginning of September. So I've already chosen which artists I want to go and check out for this. I didn't A lot of times I go to like the painters and that kind of thing. This time they've got some wonderful artists. Well, I mean, they're all wonderful artists, but the ones I've chosen to see is there is a gentleman with a forge, and there's a
Ooh.
guy who's a cartoonist and does sculptures like out of his cartoon critters. So I'm hoping I've never seen his work before because I haven't been throughout the pandemic, right? So um, I want to see how he does his sculptures because I would love to do some sculptured Goonie birds. And then there's a young lady who she makes paper and then makes it into jewelry and collage. And she's just incredible, absolutely incredible. So I want to see her stuff. I want to see how she's evolved, is more like it. Because I go to her every time we go. And then so there's the forge, there's a woodworking guy, so he's the one of the ones that puts like that electric current through the wood and it kind of burns wild patterns in it. And then you put resin in or something. Anyway, so we have to go see that. And Kim,
Well, I already have
talking and think. What? Anyway, there's 18 artists showing. One of the places is the art gallery that kind of sponsors it all, that they all work out of. It's an art club. It's not an art gallery. It's an art club. And the cool thing about it is that if you're a member of the club and if you work in clay, they'll let you have keys to the building and you can go and fire your stuff whenever you can, whenever nobody else is using it. So you could go at 2 in the morning and fire your work if that's what you want to do. So I'm really excited. This is something I haven't done for a couple of years, and I've really, really missed it.
sounds amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So those need to sit and dry. I'm going to cut a couple of more little orange frames. Don't tell Jean. I already told her at the beginning, though. So I've got all kinds of strange orange papers. No, I want a real pair of scissors. Yeah, no, there's two glass artists, but they do fusing and slumping. So that is something I'm really interested in checking out because I'd taken a course on it, but I've never done it.
I have seen that done before.
Yeah. And one of them actually used to do those fused glass beads or the lamp work beads.
Uh huh.
So she's now doing fusing and things instead. So I'm hoping she's got some funky beads that I might be able to snag.
Cool. I have done lampwork beads. I still have all the materials to do it. It's just not something I have room for right now. So
Yeah. Well, I've got shoe boxes and shoe boxes full of beads. The majority of them are plastic or the acrylic ones because of all the teaching of kits that I've done.
uh huh.
So I've got lots of beads. I have a lot of glass ones, and I have so many turned beads that Ron did for me. They're absolutely incredible.
Cool.
I kind of really like that swirl. Gonna cut the next piece for
I'm
sure.
glad you're not in the United States. I'd be broke.
Well, I found this thing on, I can't even remember where the heck I found it. I sent it to my older daughter because she's just learning to embroider and do that kind of work. She's left handed, so I haven't been able to teach her a lot of things. She's had to learn it on her own. Evidently,
Mhm.
I'm no good at teaching left handed people how to do things. Anyway, could also just be a mom daughter clashy kind of thing when, no, do it like this. I don't know that I'm like that, but I probably am. Anyway, um, I sent her this picture of this wall hanging. It's 24 inches by 7 inches, and it's a mixed media. So, but she uses all jewel tone fabrics, and some of them are like shiny satin kind of things. So she's embroidered, she's beaded, she has done wire wrapping around wood and attached it. She has done sequins, she's done quilting. So it's a patchwork piece, stunning because it's in blues, my favorites, right? So I told my daughter we should do some of these, because we could each do a piece or two and then put them together, right? She could decide to do some embroidery. I could add broken jewelry, whatever, and then put all the pieces together and then embellish it with hand stitching on some beads or whatever.
Cool.
But of course, she doesn't want to do that until wintertime, and I want to do it now. I'll send you the picture after. Now my phone's going. Ron will get it when we got it. There, so I've got frames. Those are still drying. Oops. Let's grab the box of stuff. Box of junk. Box of bits. So I looked at the frames. I only found the 2 added frames. Don't think I've got any orange fish. Oh, I've got one little orange fish. Gotta have fish. Gotta have a fish. Gotta have a fish. At least one fish. Oh, there's another one. See, I do have orange fish. There we go. We got fish. I don't have orange doodles like this. Nope. In the bin. I used bows on the tags, so that's good. That's red. I don't have an orange cat. I've got red cats. Red, purple, yellow. Um, what do you? Oh, no, that's red. Too late. Can't use buildings. I have. Oh, look. I have an orange piece with the blue fish on it, like a trophy. We'll use that. I don't know if that's orange or red. Feedback, orange or red?
Put it up next to something orange. I say it works.
You say it works? Okay. I have an orange chicken. No orange critters, no orange doodles. I have umbrellas. Do 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 do. No orange buildings. Do I have orange woven paper? No. Oh, look, I got an orange fuzzy dots. I used orange or red in the other one. There, 2 orange fuzzy dots. Do I have 3? Do I have 3? No. Nope. I have to make do with 2. You think the chicken looks more red? Okay, we'll put the chicken back. Where are my chickens? There they are. Do I have orange tickets? I have orange ticket. Got orange flower. Another orange flower. I think I sent all my orange flowers out in Happy Meal. Got lots of pink. And we're not even having a pink thing in here, are we? Pink isn't part of the rainbow.
I guess our rainbow can be whatever we want our rainbow to be.
Hey, Beth, welcome. We're doing our orange signatures for our rainbow journals. A little piece of orange doodled paper. I'll take a couple of those. Oh, look, I have lovely orange lilies that I've turned into postage. I don't think there's going to be much writing paper in here. Gazania, gazania, gazania. All right. Are you orange? That's orange. I got a love bug that's orange.
Well, I'm going to have to do some fancy pen work on this little bird because he sure didn't rub off very good.
I have a rubbing that's orange. Orange crayon. Throw that out too. And what are you? Red. Red. Got an orange Twinchie. Got lots of Twinchies. Oh, quite a few orange ones. Well, I know I can come back. I've got quite a pile of stuff to put in here. Quite a pile. All right. I have gone through the bins. Let's see. These should be dry by now. Yep, that works. They left a little bit of mark on the other page. I can cover that up with a something. You know what I mean? One of those border pieces or something. You know what? I'm just going to throw all these clothespins up here because and I'll put them away after. Yeah, I'll have to add some border stuff to these. Now, how did I fold this? That was like that. This was like this. Right, because that's the center where the signatures go. So I'm just going to throw these in no random order, just to see what I've got and what I still need to decorate. So I've got the cover. What about one of the postage stamps? Or a twinchy? I could do a twinchy. What about a twinchy and one of the orange dots? Fish. The fish will go up there. Okay. Have an idea. Not necessarily a plan, but I have an idea.
Ideas are good.
We'll see what if it goes the way I envision it. So we'll put this orange piece up here, and yeah, the fish is blue, but whatever. Oh, by the way, those pens, those Sharpie markers that I got at the dollar store, the fine tip, they don't smear, and look how beautiful fine tip those are.
Wow.
And they're felts. They are lovely for doodling.
Speaking of doodling, um, we got, it's kind of a long story. We got new internet provider. Oh my gosh, the sirens are like crazy right now. It's homecoming. Anyway, we got a new internet provider. So in the process of finding a place to put it, I had to move the kids' toy dresser is what I call it.
Okay.
And that's where all my dolls are on top of it. Well, I
Okay.
found 4 journals I didn't even know were up there. And so I was looking through them, and my granddaughter calls and she says, Grandma, I need a favor. Can I ask a favor? And I said, Yeah. And she says, You know how my friend and I are doing art sales and after school care? And I said, Yeah. She says, Could I have a couple of your pictures for that? We're selling them for $1. So I was so excited that she wanted Grandma's pictures.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I love it when kids do that.
So I'm actually taking those journals that I showed her that she was excited about with me because we're going over to visit tomorrow. And I'm going to let her pick whatever she wants. I want her to sell a picture of Grandma's that she loves, not one I just pick out for her.
Good. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. No, they're not water soluble, Belinda. They're Bix and they're permanent. Oh, I should have put the white at the bottom. It would have been easier to cover, but that's okay. And of course, I'm going to come back in and edge all these with a black. Something little, about a flower. too much. Oh, although I like that there. What do you think? I hold it up.
Ooh, I like a lot.
But I got a blank space down here. So what I'll probably do is I'll pull out my box of borders and I'm going to see what I've got in the way of orange. Hi, Susan. Nice to see you. We are working on our orange signatures for our journals.
Hi, Susan. And hello to anybody that I have had my head down in my work and missed.
Okay, so these look like they got all mixed up. Go figure. Let's move this out of the way. And this out of the way. And these are my boardings, edgings, whatever you want to call them. I am glad you found us. Orange, you glad? Yes. So, see. Let's see what I got. I need stuff with orange. Not orange. Oh, but you're not finished. See, now's when I wish I had like washi tapes and things. That's done on an orange paper. So it's kind of orange. It's got a lot of blue on top. I don't know how well you can see that. I'll pull it out for now. This one is much more red. This is what I do when I have nothing much doing. I take strips of paper and I make them into little border things. I doodle on them. Because evidently I've got more time than brains, maybe?
Oh, you're brave. I'd never admit that.
I figure I'm among friends. I can say that. I don't know that that's orange or not. Is that more orange or red? Let's put orange against it. Jean, your call. Is that orange or red?
Let me make you big on my screen. Which
Can you
is,
do that?
yeah, I can. It's for me personally.
Oh, okay.
I think it's probably more red, but I think it would work.
Well, it's to go across the bottom here.
I think it blends really well with what you've got. And, your basic page is orange, so.
Yeah, okay. Oh, got. Note to self, I need lots of orange border stuff. I got pink, I got blue.
See, now you'll know what colors that you need to make things.
Definitely. I could save that for the yellow as well. I might
True.
save that for the yellow one because yellow's next. It's going for the yellow. Oh. I have a little piece. Little piece. Just like that. And then somebody could put a little word in there if they wanted to.
You say somebody, like, are you really going to be able to part with this journal after you've spent, what, 7, 8 weeks on it?
I don't know. I don't know. Why are you sorry, Susan? I love it. So that's orange.
It might be that journal that sells for hundreds of dollars.
It might be. It just might. That's got orange ink on it, so I could use that, even though it's yellow background. It's got orange ink. Okay, so at a rough glance, I don't have much orange in here. That's orange. I lied. Keep finding more. Oh, look, there's a blue and orange frame. That can go in the frame bin. Okay, so these are everything that I've got doodled and kind of ready to, most of them anyway, that I can just take and glue down. And I have this entire bin to play with, to doodle on, and to make edgings and borders and things. I can use that. And then I can come back and doodle it once it's in. I save all those strips, right? Because, and this is scrapbook paper. Look. Did I say that out loud? Look at this one. It's yellow with orange dot things. There we go. There, I've got some borders. I didn't put borders. I hand doodled the borders in the red one. I'll probably do a couple in here too, but for now, I just need, I like that there. I do. Matches? I think it matches. Now, I have gotten very carried away with this page because usually I go through and I put like all the frames in, and I don't normally stop and do this. So that's got a frame on it. This does not have a frame. Let's put a frame. Nice big frame. Why not? Why not? How did the needle felting go over at Becca's? Something I've never tried, you know? My friend does needle felting. I've got a couple of friends that do needle felting. And it's something I've never tried. I don't have much of an interest to try it.
Oh, I think it's fun. I like wet felting.
Yeah, I've got a friend that one of them does wet felting and the other one just does critters and things.
But I don't, again, that's not one of the things I do much. I did a ton of wet felting sheets one day, and I'm still using them up. So pretty much I don't know how to knit and I don't tat, but there's not too much else I haven't tried. So
Well, I knit, I crochet, I quilt, I embroider, I bead. I think that I'm allowed to have a couple of things that I have no interest in. I've come to that conclusion. I've
I
always wanted a floor loom. And my girlfriend found one for free. But I mean, it's a big one. It's like a big floor loom. And it was free. And she said, I'll go and get it for you. And I said, no, I've got no room for it because I've got no room right now. And it breaks my heart.
yeah, I know the school had a floor loom that they were getting rid of from the art class, and I knew the teacher, and I was like, no, can't do it. As much as I'd love to, I can't do it.
Yeah. Well, that my dad always promised to make me a knitting wheel, a spinning wheel, because he was incredible woodworker, and he never did. So now I don't want a spinning wheel because it's not made by my dad. I don't want it. I mean, if
Yeah.
Ron made me one, yeah, okay, of course I would. But yeah,
I get it. I have a spinning wheel I spent way too much money on that I would, um, I don't even have 24 hours on it, I don't think.
that's just it. Like, how many things could,
Yeah, I can only do so many things. And the friend who helped me buy it told me, she said, "You're not going to like it. It's just not going to be for you." And she was right. I like the drop spindle just as well. And I
yeah,
don't use my yarn in anything, my wool.
yeah,
I mean, I use it in crafts, so I might as well. It's just little bits, you know?
yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah,
I
I've
used
done.
to love to carve, but since I've damaged my hand, I just don't have the strength to carve anymore. So both my kids have absconded with my carving tools, which is lovely. Don't get me wrong. I don't begrudge my kids taking my carving tools in any way, shape, or form because they both do carve things for me. But that's one thing that my dad and I, we belong to the same carving club. And, that's a piece missing almost.
Yeah.
And it was bad because I was making patchwork denim jackets. They were absolutely incredible, I have to admit. My girlfriend and I were doing them and we were selling them. And Ron kept going, try these carving chisels. Your dad gave me these carving chisels. Try these chisels. Well, then the chisels became mine. Sorry, I didn't mean to use that word. Then the chisels became mine, and he never carved. But I mean, he doesn't the incredible turning. I mean, he does furniture and stuff, lots of stuff. Oh, yeah, and I found these little orange things with, just a little bit of doodle around them. I'm just going to add those. I'm just adding things randomly. There's a space, put it down, and then come back and decide what else you need to do. And I'm just using bits. I haven't, aside from the frames, I haven't chopped anything up yet either. Hi, Malia. How are you, hun? We're working on the orange journals. Got umbrellas. And I got fish. I don't know how I want these umbrellas. Kind of look like bats when you got more than one. Let's take a little piece of this and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to wobble cut thin pieces, etch them in black, and those will be the handles. That too long, maybe? Do a smaller one? I don't know. I think I like that. Do you guys need to see either of us bake to see what we're doing? It's all good. Nobody's talking to me, Jean. I'm just doing a narration here. I'm just rambling on and on and on and on.
Oh. Well, I had an idea, but my stapler doesn't reach.
Oh no.
Oh. I could just fold it without creasing it. It's almost there. Oh, poo.
You listening and working? That's cool. I did an umbrella with a handle, just sticking out in the corner because I guess I could draw. You know how you do those Zendangles or whatever? I could do some Zendangles from the umbrella, almost like a fringy kind of thing. Awesome, Beth.
That would be cool.
Okay, so this has something on every page.
Really? You're already something on every page?
No. That one has something that
Oh,
folded bit. There's something on all four sides.
okay. Scared me there for a minute.
Oh no.
It's like you're working way too fast, girl.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just doing, and
It's coming together.
yeah, I'm okay with it.
Good. Me too. I'm happy with what's happening here.
I used 2 matchbooks,
Oh, excellent.
and I have. I guess I've only been working on one. I'm for some reason this page is start to finish because it's got lines. I'm not too worried about what is on it. You know,
Yeah.
I think I'll just do a little something here.
Awesome, Anne. You want to come and do that for me?
That sounds amazing. Would you do hush?
Just letting you know they're there, Mom.
Yeah. Well, if nothing else, this project's making me use my washi tape.
Awesome. I don't have any faux orange washi stuff. I didn't make any. Did not make any. Oh, so if I use this, like I say, it's a rubbing. Let's cut it, the white off. It's kind of square. I'm going to glue it down on a piece of white paper and I'm going to use it as a tuck pocket thing on the corner here. And then I'll put maybe the flower and or something on top of it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But first it needs to go on something to give it a little bit more stability. That's my problem, Anne. is I start cleaning and then it's like, oh, look, I forgot I was working on this. And lo and behold, I am working on that. I think I'm going to take those caterpillar legs to work on while I'm in the car tomorrow. I should be able to crochet a whack load of them while we're out and about. It was my brother-in-law's 75th birthday on Wednesday, and we were supposed to go to the gathering, but this air quality was not conducive to me going. So that was another thing that was supposed to happen this week. It's just been a week that just not with it. Just not with it. Excellent and excellent. So as I say, I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to use it as a tuck. I'm going to leave this as open as possible. I don't have much writing space. I'm covering up a lot of the writing space in this one. So then for sure, I am going to take a whack load of this orange paper. Like I said, I've got it all cut up already. And I am going to use it I'll draw lines on a lot of them, like I did for the red. Like that, like I did for the red. And then I put a whole bunch, I made up another batch and put them so that I could tuck them in so that there's writing room. Yeah, it's been a witch of a summer, Malia. I am just, the thing is the only antihistamine I can take is Benadryl. Because I'm allergic to reacting and whatever else is out there. So it makes me tired. So I really want to get myself all tired before I even leave the house, right? No, I'm sorry, but no. Oh, I could put the flower here and do it like a tuck and tuck something in the flower as well. What do you think? Anyone?
That sounds good.
Oh, is it going to stick to the crayon? We'll find out. We will find out. I know. Benadryl's just brutal. And I don't want to take it every day. So I stay home. But I mean, we went shopping Wednesday morning. By the time we got home, visibility on the highway was crap. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, so I've got a tuck there and a tuck there. I'm just trying to get something on every page right now and then going back and I like that. So I'm just going to wobble cut this edge. Oh, you're getting carried away here. Look, it just fits nice. It does, it does. So evidently in Canada now, there's this um, delivery company called Sendle, Sendle. And you don't have to have an account with them, but it's cheaper than Canada Post and it'll pick up at my house. So I'm going to try and send a bundle of stuff to a sister-in-law, see what it costs, and if it's cheaper than doing Canada Post, I may start breaking up all those books that are far over there and selling book pages on. I don't know. I'll have to look, Belinda. Then I can put some stuff for sale on Malia's page. Those, bundles of book pages. Because I have easily 50 old woodworking magazines from the 70s, 80s that were my dad's that I could break down. Because I know everybody struggles to find stuff for men if they're doing a masculine journal. I don't know if I want that there or not. Okay, so let's put this together again, stack it up, and see what else we got.
Well, I have one whole page done, all
Don't
four
we-
sides.
Oh, should I make you big? Let's make you big. I'm making you
Okay.
big. Hang on. I have to find that cursor. Jeez. One day I will be organized, guys. Okay. Oh, look at that. I like the polka dot stuff.
Yeah, this was it's just a little book.
Oh,
You can write little notes in and tear out. And then this one's plain. I'm leaving that one plain so that you can write in it. And then this is an envelope that flips out, and then here's another little book made on a matchbook. And this is
awesome.
a matchbook with the flower on the top that I fussy cut that needs a couple spots that's not as good as it should be. And then I just added some fabric so it was kind of frou-frou. And this is just some circles cut out stacked up like stones. And then the back is the other half of the doily. It's this piece of wallpaper just folded and tucked in there.
That's wonderful.
So, just like the red one, it's pretty much done. I don't have all my things in the pockets, but I need to go in and do my thing that I do around collages, and that'll make them pop so much more, and I'll be much happier with them.
Yeah,
So that's all I've gotten done.
I like it. I like it.
That's one.
Awesome. Malia, did you put it on my group? You can put it in my group. I don't even know how many members I've got in my group, but you're more than welcome to post it in my group. Okay, so again, these are not in proper order. So I got that one. Nothing on that. Frame, some envelopes, another frame, an border, doodle spot. This is with the double tuck. There and there. This has no tucks. This is actually the cover part of it. Envelopes, border, nothing. I like this. I consider this page done. I just have to do the stuff to tuck in. And inchies fit in these. So I'm going to go through my inchies and pull out some orange inchies. I'm going to see if I've got more orange tickets too, but we'll see. It's just a nice little collage up in the corner, right? So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I have a tuck spot and a flip. Nothing. Another tuck spot. Oh, see, all my tuck spots are back here. I'm going to have to rearrange the pages, as I said, but it's getting there. It is getting there. That up there. Yeah, I definitely have to look for some fairy houses. I don't think I saw any in orange. Thought I went through that bin, but I can look. You know, when you've got little scraps of paper and you just do a little doodle border around it, stick it down on a page in a journal. They could put a favorite word or whatever. Fairy houses. Maybe I didn't go through my fairy houses. Do, 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 do.
Thank you, Anne.
I have no orange fairy houses. None. Nada. Not a one. Not one orange fairy house.
This paper's so busy, I'm not going to need much to decorate it.
Oh, you're welcome, Malia.
I'm deciding if I want to use this. To use this, I'm going to have to fold it.
Why not? Well,
it's not
what
saying
can it go up and down, like instead of across?
it
Right.
could maybe, let's see. It could possibly fit in my page that's a paper bag, which heaven knows. Oh, no? Where the heck? Oh, dang.
I have no butterflies, Belinda, and I just had the one orange love bug. And he's over here. You can't see. He's over there.
It's stick in this page
I
pocket.
don't have butterflies.
It would stick up.
It would stick up? Okay.
Yeah, but it might be good. It might be good. I could trim it a little bit,
Yeah,
and then I could have all kinds of fibers on it. So,
good.
yeah, I
I
think
didn't
that's,
even pull any fibers.
huh?
I didn't even pull any fibers. I didn't think of it.
I only pulled one piece, but it's a big long piece, so that's where that'll go.
See, I can use these as tuck spots as well. That'll make a
Yeah,
nice
I
tuck
like
spot.
it.
And I can also put decorative stuff on it as well, right? Like
I have an idea.
I might have to make a few little orange fish because I could just tuck those in anywhere. And if I used it as a tuck spot and then put some wild orange something fiber stuff.
I didn't bring me a ruler in here to tear,
Oh,
so I'm using this card because it's the heaviest thing in here.
oh,
Yeah, I thought about that too. I don't know if I want to cut it. For now, it's going to go in that pocket. We'll see. Wheels.
I think that's definitely going to go there. There's the fold. I want to in from the fold a little bit because yeah, I don't have corner tucks on this batch. But I do have, like I say, I'm using frames. That's going to be one of the flow through things. And fish. See, maybe I should put fish. It's not going to show. Oh, and you know what? As I'm doodling on the stuff in the red book, red signature, I realize I've got a fish in upside down. So I have a floating fish in the red book, guys. Okay, so that's the inside of the cover. This is the front of the signature. It's not really, no tucks, nothing on it. I haven't done anything to the back yet. What about if I took, see, I've got this, because these are the CD labels, right? So I've got this big circle. Now, if I cut it in 4, I can have, it'll be just a thing of interest, right? Not quite 4. It's okay. Then I can come in and doodle on that, doodle around it. Just something on there now. Yay! How about this? Down at this corner? Oh, and I haven't done any of the flip flop things added either. Yeah, probably, Beth. And you actually have to look pretty darn close to see that he's upside down. So I'll do this, and then I will do just a thin strip of something for a tuck on the back. Some sort of thick piece of something. Thick piece of something I need. I've got this book page that's orange. So I will cut it. And then I will wobble cut it. Oh, look, I haven't done any belly bands in this one either. This is going to be so eclectic, this journal. Really, really eclectic. I don't know if that's thick enough. I think I'm going to put one more sheet of book page underneath it. Oh, bye, Malia.
Hi, Malia.
Oh, I used to detest traveling when my kids were witchy. Uh, Especially when it's hot. We didn't have a vehicle that had air conditioning, so the windows had to be down, and they'd be screaming in their car seats. It's like, ugh. Yep, I'm murdering them, kids. I am. That's why they're shrieking.
Tell mine I brought you into this world.
Yeah. There, it's got an extra sheet, so let's add more bulk by doing this, right? I don't know if it's the extra page that gives it the stability or all the glue glued it down, gluing it together.
Do you ever find when you're putting wet glue on, you kind of start doodling with the glue when you're trying to cover a big area?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I do that more often than I think I do.
So yeah, it's just going to be a side tuck. So I'm not even going to glue the top. Oh, maybe I. No, I'm not even going to glue the top and bottom. I'm just gluing it along the edge. Just like this. Not right to the corner. You know, I just had them. And I'm sure you guys can see them. Disguised by a piece of paper.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah, I just cut this triangle off. Look at how perfect a triangle I got. Can you see? It matched up.
ooh,
I don't know how that happened.
awesome.
Maybe I should go buy a lottery ticket.
I like it. So this is just going to be a text spot. One thing that we haven't figured out, I guess we'll do it at the end, is adding paper clips and things. Okay, so the cover of this signature is done. No place to write on here, so I could always come with a paper clip. That's what I was just thinking. Text spot, text spot, text spot. So I'm considering this. I might have to put something here. I've got this big. What about if I take some of this right here, rip it off, rip it off, and just glue that down. Put that down here. That will cover up that ugly spot, just like magic. Trim it to fit the page. I love doing gel prints on sticker sheets. I absolutely love it because even though this has like the circles for the CDs and it's got the things for the jewel case labels, there's still a lot of things around the edges, etc., that are sticky too, that you can use as stickers, turn them into stickers and put them
Yeah.
places and decorate them. I love that. I'll find some sort of fiber to do here. Got this ugly spot there. I'll just doodle with some ink around the top and bottom, and that will disguise that. I haven't had wall space for years, and I don't even know what the heck wall space is anymore. I have stacks of stuff, like piles of paintings. Seriously, piles of paintings. Oh, so we've got this and this. I'm going to leave this. I'll put a writing paper there. That's going to be for writing paper. Need a little something on here. How about, oh, I've got frames on that one. What about if I do one of the flip pages on here? I got this peachy one. Right, I need to cut that down. Okay, I'm going to cut this down. It's really annoying when you run out of wall space.
I still have a lot of wall space
I don't.
in some rooms. The
In some.
studio, not a drop.
Well, I've got lots of bookcases and shelves and paintings and posters and yeah, I have no wall space. So this is going to go over on this one like this. So it will fold up and up. And this one will fold up and up. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to run a very, very thin stream of glue right along this edge. And I know it would probably be better if I used like some washi tape or something. What about if I took a piece of this? Not that. It's too thick. This one maybe? Nope. 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 I need just a thin strip. It's going to work almost like a washi tape. Come on. And I'm going to use that. It's almost going to be like a hinge. It's just going to give it that bit of stability. It's going to hold it down. It's going to add some bulk. Right, Beth, what wall? So that's now a flip this way. Oh, I got muck. Made a mucky mess there. That's going to be in the fold. Probably won't see that. We can hope we won't see that. Okay, so this has a flip flop that needs to be decorated. It's got a ugly line across it. I'll probably put a pocket of some sort. I have another flip. Where's my other flips? You know, that could be dangerous if I had a brain. Ha, there's one. There's one. There's one. You know what? I'm going to put it on this side. Or, what about if it goes this way? I like that way. Then it would open. Okay. Yeah, it's nice to know that other people have the same issues as you. I sure appreciate it. Because, I've got stuff. And it's nice to know other people have stuff too.
I have stuff. I have lots of stuff. Luckily, it's not all mine.
Well, it's not all mine either, but we'll, for the sake of argument, we'll say it is. See, this is where washi tape's really handy, I guess, for when you're doing flip outs. I have to glue bits of paper down and use them.
See, and I don't use washi tape for that because I don't think it's strong enough.
Well, I mean, I would add glue to it as well. Me too. I have so much stuff. Me too, and there's nothing worse than reaching for something and you don't have it.
I just wish my stuff was closer because I do reach for stuff and I tend to make my projects only with what's close.
Well, I mean, I'll go to the other side of the room and grab stuff if I need it, right? But for the most part, yeah. I like what's right here.
Yep.
Hence, huge mess after every stream, every. Okay, so I just added a flip here. And it's glued there with a piece of orange. There's another flip. So this now has something on each page except the flip, which is okay. This stuff. This needs. What have I got? I got a tuck spot there, two tuck spots, three little envelopes. Let's use one of these as a tuck spot here. Yeah, exactly, Anne. Exactly. Oh, oh, wait, there's more. Ron says I need a great big U-shaped thing that goes all the way down. Like this room is what? Oh, I'd say it's about 25, 30 feet long from one end to the other. And he says I need a big U-shaped thing where I can move my camera down and I can just mess it up every day and then kind of clean up behind me. You're back? Okay. I didn't realize you'd left. I have to find my mouse. I'll let you in. Didn't realize I was playing solo, and there I am off and gone and looking for my mouse. Here we go. Welcome back, Jean.
Thank you. I was reached over and hit my mouse, and that's the cause.
Ah, I have this orange cord, and you know what? It unravels so ever so beautifully. I'm going to use it. I should have put it on the tags before I put the tags in the book, but I'll do it now. And I'm not going to use much because it is pretty thick. It's going to add a fair bit of bulk once it's tied down. So I'm going to add a drop of glue, and then fray the ends. Does that make sense? I don't know if I should do one string or two. We'll figure it out. Yeah, but you know what? It'll still be that whatever I want to use is going to be way the heck at the other end of the room. And you also have to realize that not only do I have this room, I have two rooms that are behind where I sit. One is full of fiber and the other is full of paint and canvases. And I might be able to get away with two strings. Let's try two strands and see what happens. It's crazy. I might have gotten a little carried away with these. You know what? I could probably cut that in half. In which case, I've got way lots. That's okay. I'm sure I will find a use for the bits. So I'm just going to do one of those lark's head knot things where you put it through the hole and just pull it through the loops. Now that I've got the tags glued down, it's not as easy as it sounds. But we'll do it. Okay, that adds a bit of bulk. Adds a bit of bulk. But it's pretty. Look how pretty that is. I'll show you.
Yeah, just pretty. Move it up a little bit.
It's got a bit of a shine to it. Like I say, it unravels really nice. So I'm just going to put a drop of glue just to hold it. And I'm going to do that on the other one that I already put over here. But I mean, there's nothing more frustrating than you know darn well you've got something and it's not right at hand. And then you have to look for it. That must make you crazy, Jean, with your stuff being out in the garage.
Yeah. Well, what's in the garage I don't use most of the time, so that helps. But when I pack bags, I'm all over the house.
Yeah. I am sure. Why does one always pull out nicer than the other one? Like, they don't have to be all the same length, guys. You heard it here. That's more interest if they're not all the same length. Exactly, Anne. Exactly. So that's going to stick up at the top of the book. So it's going to add a little bit of fun stuff sticking out. I might trim them down so they're a little bit shorter. We'll see what happens. We will see. Those have to dry. Okay, so that's a very pale flower, but that's okay. I'm leaving this one just as it is because I'll be tucking pages in underneath. I think I'll do those two little frames here. Got frames on this one? I've got frames on this one. Never mind, there's no frames on that. What else have I got? Got this dot. Got umbrellas. Got fish. Don't know what I want. Okay, so I'm going to need a couple of pockets. What about if I use one of these? Oh, that is too big to go that way. But what about if I did it this way and use this as a pocket, and then this is sticking out like a tab? That could be too big. Stick out. My other one has tabs. I can always make the cover a little bit wider to make sure the tabs aren't getting damaged, correct? Jean?
Yes.
Okay. Then
Sorry.
I'm going to use the, it's okay. I'm going to use this as a pocket. And then I'll use that one as a pocket as well. Good idea. Good idea.
Don't you just love it when you convince yourself you're right?
Yeah, definitely. I know. That's even more frustrating, Belinda. Even more frustrating. There, there, there. I guess I'll have to make some more of these tags to go in a couple of the other colors. Not necessarily with this napkin on it, but I've got blue napkins that I can use. What about yellow? We've got yellow, and then green, then blue, then purple, and we're done. Jean?
Yeah. Yellow, green, blue, and purple. Right.
Okay, so
I thought there was 7.
maybe
Indigo.
indigo. Ah, thanks, Beth. I would blame it on my grandkids actually, and because they, the one that spent the night, I don't know if I told you that there used to be an alarm clock in that bedroom that they sleep in, and they would set it and go home. He was really notorious for that. So I'm sure that he would be one of the ones that would just take things and hide them, and next time he comes over, puts them back. you know? I just know how my grandkids work. And then my granddaughter leaves me post-it notes all over the place, like this. So I'll find them in the pantry on things, or she'll write me a little letter and leave it somewhere so that I can find it. Love that girl. Okay, so I use this as a pocket on the back flap. I'll have to. They are definitely my relatives. definitely, definitely. Maybe I'm going to do a corner tuck out of this. So again, I just cut a lopped off a chunk of it, and I'm just wobble cutting the edge. And because it's a couple of pages, I'll leave it as it is for a corner tuck because it's going to have two pieces glued down, whereas that other one was only having one. Is Jean weaving paper again?
Yes.
Nice. I got enough orange. I could do a paper weaving too. We'll see. I've got a lot of stuff. I've got lots of orange stuff, I tell you.
Me too.
Should
Yeah.
just do a darn orange journal.
I could do an orange journal.
Yeah, she's an absolute sweetheart. I can't wait till she's home. And she's only home for 3 weeks, but still, that's okay. Okay, so I cut handles for the umbrellas. So I'll put an umbrella on here. If it's got a bigger. Like I say, I'm going to come back after and I'm going to doodle on all these pages as well. Because it's fun.
Yeah. I think sometimes I do things like this that are a little more complicated, like with the weaving, because I like to weave, and this lets me incorporate weaving even though it's not fabric or fibers.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I've
some of
got all
the
kinds of.
some of the things I've been working on at home have been little oh, I guess you could call them journaling cards. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them because I have way more than I'll ever use. But they're kind of little, they have my loves. They have watercolor, and then they
Okay.
have doodling, and then they have collage, and then they have stitching on them. And I just love them. Someday I'll get enough done to share and show.
Nice.
I think
This
I
I'm just going to put some edging on, some border. Hmm. Maybe not that. What about more of this? What have I got? What have I got here? have to kind of cut it up like this.
I really like that. Makes the page almost unusable, but
Oh, I love it.
that's all right. Not every page has to be perfect. You can still write little note in here,
Yeah.
little poem, something that you thought about that you need to remember, whatever, whatever. You know these little scissors? I've had these for probably 15 plus years,
Nice.
and they still cut. I use them mostly for paper, fussy cutting, and they still cut
Excellent.
fabric well.
Okay, so I've got this. That's a tuck. Flip. Just a piece of border. Open. I need something for in here. What am I gonna put in there? You know what? I'm gonna do one of those lined pages and I'm just gonna glue it down when I get my line pages done. I need something on the back here. Maybe I'll do the same thing with that. Not sure. This one, let's use these little frames on here. Do I have frames on here? I've got a frame there. No frames. Do an umbrella. Do the last umbrella. I think that's why I like doing it this way, Belinda, because I move from page to page and I just put things down so that there's something on every page and then I just build from there. Uh-oh. So that one's handle isn't exactly centered, but that's okay. Still an umbrella. It could be a beach umbrella. Something on here I need. I've got all these. What I do is I take an old paperback and I will doodle just on a couple of lines of the text. And then I've got all kinds of little doodles that I can just use wherever. And since I had some orange book page painted, I doodled on them the other day, knowing I'd need some.
I am definitely more into the orange than the red,
Yeah.
which I really knew that would be me. I even, when I was pulling out for the orange last night, I even found things I'm like, oh, well, there's for yellow. There's for yellow.
Oh, nice.
I didn't pull it out, but I know it's there, kind of thing.
Yeah. See, you don't have to have lots on every page, just a little bit of something. Just a little bit of something. The fish does need something more than just the fish, though. What'll I put on there? about if I just rip a piece of this paper like this? We'll edge it a little bit.
You know, this hand-dyed paper is not really good for the doodling and all that. It just doesn't last as good.
No. That. Just a sweet little fishy. All right, we're getting somewhere. This needs something. I have to have more orange stuff than I pulled. There's got to be something else. Because usually, I'll take one of these and I'll do lines on it. Maybe that's what I'll do for that page. It's just a page with lines. Just a page of lines. So that's got a frame. Let's use this orange piece of doodle on here. And of course, I'm going to be coming in with my pens and doodling. I don't have orange ink, though.
What?
I don't have orange ink. I do have orange markers. I think I've got, in those new ones that I just got, I think I might have an orange. You know what? I should probably check to see that they don't bleed through the pages. I don't have an orange. Oh, wait. Yes, I do have an orange. But I got to test it to see if it bleeds through the paper. Because if it does, I'm not going to use them.
Oh my God.
What?
I just inked the wrong side of the stamp.
Oh, no.
Oh. I guess that's one of those things I shouldn't have mentioned.
Oh, I've got this page too that I've got that's all doodled. And this, why am I not using this stuff, guys?
Because it's not close enough to you.
Oh, it's over there. It should be, okay. This is a piece of the coffee dyed paper. Let's see. Kind of goes through a little bit. I would have to be really, really careful. I guess the doodling gets all done in black with very little of the orange. This is very, very thin book page too. Think. Still have a fish. Think I'm going to do a couple of corner tucks out of this. Wild orange and I cut picture frames out of it. And I am going to have to glue it down to a couple of sheets of book page. I'm getting too many scraps on my desk, guys. Too many scraps. Ah, cool. My daughter just sent me a picture of her older one, the one that wasn't here for the night. He convinced his auntie to take him to it's a store for they sell records and band memorabilia and that kind of thing. So he convinced my eldest daughter to take him shopping there. And so his mom just sent me a picture of him sewing patches onto his vest. So he must have got some cool band patches and he's hand sewing them on.
Wow.
That makes me really happy. I have to laugh because my daughter didn't have a needle and thread. She borrowed one from me at Christmas time. She says, Mom, can I borrow a spool of thread and a needle? I said, sure. I know darn well that, when kids borrow things, you're never going to see it again.
Yep. Well, I can do you one better. My daughter borrowed my TV trays and then sold them in a garage sale.
Oh, oh.
Guess what we got for Christmas that year?
TV trays?
Yep. I don't use them for TV trays. I use them like there's one on either side of me to give me the U shape I need to work in this room.
Yeah. See, I don't have TV trays, but I have a lot of like wooden stools that Ron has built.
Uh
So
huh.
I use those as shelves everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Although my older daughter, even though she came for supper last night, she forgot to bring my fishing rod back because I told you she borrowed my fishing rod because she was going fishing.
Yes.
She brought it back this morning. She didn't bring the tackle box that goes with it. Uh, You know, I just have to laugh because both my daughters have really good jobs, like, but man, can they be scatterbrained. I love them so much, but wow, that's all I can say. I mean, they come by it honestly. I can't really say anything. They do come by it honestly, but I'm old. I've got an excuse, you know?
True.
It's going to be interesting because the younger daughter is going to be working in British Columbia 1 week a month out of the month for a few months. With her job, she's got to work in different offices and things. Yeah, mom's got the goods. Exactly. Exactly. Um, and it's kind of like, thank you for shopping at mom's because you know you're not going to get them back. But so the younger daughter is going to be working away for a week a month. Her husband works construction, so he's home late. So I said, I'll pitch in with the boys, pick them up, bring them here for supper, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So I got to show you my pocket. It's not a lot of orange. It's a vintage photo with a rainbow in it.
Let me make you big. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, see, I shouldn't have left and used my thing. There.
I die cut it out of an old photo. I bought an album with old pictures.
That's cute.
It is cute. It's probably a little heavyweight for this lightweight of paper, but it's still good. And it'll hold a lot.
Yeah,
It's not exactly orange, but it works.
it does.
And I like the fact that it's a rainbow. It kind of goes with the theme
Journaling.
here.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. Oh, I like those gears.
Yeah, I think I might have to kind of highlight them with some orange, maybe.
Yeah,
I'll look at the orange on the earthy color turns more earthy.
that works too.
Yeah.
Hey, lost the, I just clicked on you and you think I can find my cursor again? No. Dress me up can't
Well,
take me
welcome to
anywhere.
the teen show. The voice in the background. Don't listen to the voice in the background.
It's the voices in your head.
Ah.
There we go. Goodness. You know. Oh, I like that. That almost looks like cardboard, but it's not. It was, I found a roll of this shelf lining that it's just a ripply kind of thing, and it works so nice on gel prints. Oh, bye, Beth. Take care.
Bye, Beth.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate you being here.
This one is Monarch Orange, but I also have Spiced Marmalade. I just kind of went around the gears and it just darkened the orange just a little bit. So it looks okay. I like it.
I'm going to have to make some yellow painty papers this week.
Oh.
Maybe that's what Tuesday's going to be. Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, I keep losing things.
This is going to end up being like an I Spy book. How many fish are in this book? Can you find a chicken? Yellow Kimbit Day. Oh, I could do that. But first I have to make yellow painty papers. Although, let me see.
Yeah, this isn't going to stay on here. This is too heavy for that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not getting rid of it. I'll use it somewhere else when it's on heavier paper, but it's not going to hold up.
I have yellow painty papers. Why is there green in there? I have some yellows. I've got lots of yellow, like copy paper. So there's that. But I will need.
Wow, Belinda, that's great. I only have the colors because I like archival ink. I like anything that's permanent, and I the stays on stinks. So
That's going to be the cover of my yellow part of the journal.
you get your butt back to the orange.
Okay. I am going to have to make a couple of yellow painty papers and some Kimbits, yellow Kimbits. Okay, so this has something on all 4 pages. That can go away. This one. Oh, I was going to put lined paper in. This one has 2. That can't go on there. But it can go on here. There. There. Yeah, it's Anne's fault.
See,
Jean.
here you are blaming everybody else.
I know. Oh, I didn't outline this in black. Too late. I'll have to doodle it. All's fine, Anne. All is fine. So my daughter, the one that was here for supper yesterday, works for the provincial government. She works in the education piece where she does all the ordering of the books for the French program tracks for what they need for the curriculum. And so she had to go for treaty training because there's going to be so much more about the indigenous peoples. And so at supper yesterday, she was talking about all this history stuff. It was really interesting. Evidently, there's a fellow who created an app for part of the hysterical historical area. I know, Kim is fun to distract. Let's turn left here. Don't know where we're going, but turn left here. So he's developed this app so that if you take your phone with this app and you point it, say at Louis Riel's gravestone. Louis Riel was the head of the Métis in the area, and there was not really a rebellion. Anyway, if you pointed at his gravestone, it projects kind of like a picture of him sitting on the gravestone, and he's telling all about his part in this resistance and stuff. So then you walk farther, and there's the big cathedral, and so you pointed at the cathedral, and you get the background of uh, when it was built, who built it, all kinds of things. So it was really neat. She's very entertaining when she's here.
We're going to lunch tomorrow with all of our kids and the grands.
Nice. Is it your anniversary?
No, I just want to see my kids, so I usually have to buy a meal to do that.
Oh, all I have to do is phone them and tell them supper's at this time, and they show up because they don't like to cook.
Well, given that, they all have kids in school and it's a 90-minute or 90-mile drive to come
Oh,
here.
yeah.
You know, Gary likes to go somewhere on his weekends off so they don't call him in.
Okay.
The kids are really good at doing that. And I told him last week, I said, your next weekend off, we're going to go see the kids. There's no question to this. This is what we're going to do.
Awesome.
So that's what we're doing.
That's awesome. It is a fabulous app. I get sidetracked so easy. I really do. And I admit it.
I do too.
And I apologize because, yes, I do run with ideas. And okay, let's try this. I love it.
Well, that's just like I showed Kim. I said, see this book?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We need to do that. And then, she starts at, oh, yeah. And then I throw in an, oh, yeah. And before you know it, we're all, oh, yeah.
Yep. It's just the way it works.
Yep. I'm feeling like the need to clean here. My stuff is kind of coming into me here.
Really?
Yeah, it gets that way. Sometimes I do that. Not always, but sometimes.
I kind of have that happening here too. I admit it.
In the art room, I just do this and push it off.
Yeah.
But I don't have as much room at the dining room table. I mean, it's a big table, but still.
I can't. I've got a monitor in front of me there. I have a big table on my this side, left, stage left, and it's piled. I bet you it's a good 2.5 feet stacked of stuff.
So I finished another page.
Awesome. I make you big.
Okay, if you can find your
I
cursor.
got my cursor. It's still on you. Ha.
So I did this. And then there's no pockets, no nothing. Really simple. I'll go in and do some doodling around these and shading and stuff. And then this one has a little pocket with a little tag on in it.
I
So,
like it.
but it's lined paper, so they can do. There's even even here you can still write in there. I love pages that have something on them, and then there's all this writing around it. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't do it because it's one of those. Oh my God, what if somebody reads this after I'm gone? So I did finish this one. So I have 3 whole pages ready done. Yeah, maybe some, a little more handwork on them, but I'm okay with them.
That's awesome. I like it.
I should do this one next because this one's going to be the pain in the butt because this is wallpaper.
Oh, yeah. What's going to stick to the wallpaper?
Yeah, might have.
Porridge. Mashed potato sticks really good to wallpaper. Don't ask me how I know. Let's just say I'll point it wrong. And my youngest daughter.
Okay, you can help me lose some weight there. Make me little.
Make you little?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, I decided that I needed to have more of those orange fiber things, so I chopped some up and pulled it apart and glued it down on a piece of book page. Now I need something to put on top of it. And I think all my focal points have been used because it's who I am. What about taking just a piece of this? I think I'll do that. Just just like that. Well, let's wobble cut it because everything else is wobble cut. So just a little fuzzy cluster thing. There, found the angle that works.
Oh, cool.
So then I can put some diamond dots or something on that solid piece down there. Add a little bit of bling or something. Or maybe some glitter glue. Something shiny. Need something shiny. Then I'll put lined paper on there. So now I can do another of those little collages somewhere else because I've got more of it. How are you? What have I got on you that needs doing? That one's done until it's done doodles and things. This page is done. Where am I going to put my done pages? I'll put them right there. They're to my left. If I ask, they're to my left. So I've got stuff here. Open it. Pocket. Tuck. Nothing. Another tuck. Maybe what I'll do is one of those little things at this corner. Just a little bit of interest. So I ripped up a hunk of doodled book page.
Fuzzy cluster sounds like it could be a medical issue.
I don't know that I'm spontaneous. Really.
I don't know that I am either. I just do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't think about it.
I just
Maybe
look at
that's spontaneous, but
stuff and go, oh yeah, let's try this.
my thought is it's paper or it's paint, and we can layer and layer and layer.
Yep. Exactly.
Ah, this only has a smidgen of orange. I think we'll save it for the blue or purple page. Isn't that cool?
What? See. Let's see. I like it. What is that?
It's a dirty paper towel from watercolors
I like it.
or acrylics, actually. And then I
What's
put it on Solvay,
oh,
and
okay.
I just stitched, and then I washed it out and poked holes and made it rugged looking.
I like that.
It
Very,
was
very
really,
much.
really fun.
I really like that. That is really cool. There's another fuzzy cluster. I kind of like the way those look. I can do one more. Maybe. What happened to that little piece? Oh no. Oh no, Mr. Bill. What have I done?
You're showing your age.
Gone. Yeah. Not a problem. Well, I guess I can't do another of those clusters because I don't have more of that. Well, I do. I can do another couple. Where
Mm,
else do I need a fuzzy cluster? What about on here? Yeah, I could do it right there. That would be fun. But she's a lovely paper doll.
I wish you were close to me, Belinda. I would help you with that. When I used to work in a bead store um, for 7 or 8 years, I think, and I actually taught people to do random necklaces and jewelry pieces, and I developed a pretty cool technique for that. I thought, because I'm not one that can do a pattern in making jewelry.
I like the odd pieces too, like something that's off the wall.
Yeah, I needed to make something with lime green and turquoise, and the only beads I could find was two different beads. So it had to be big bead, little bead. And I
Yeah,
tell you what, that necklace drove me crazy. I
I
mean, it
believe
was
it.
just like, oh my God, why am I wearing this? It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I have lots like that too, Anne, that I have to wait for inspiration to strike. Or in one particular case, I have a love hate relationship with the thing because the freaking paint always slides and it's taking me forever. So as soon as the paint starts sliding, I put it away for months. Unfortunately, this is for somebody who's actually paying me for it, and it's been 3 years. So he's just going to get it now. Like, as soon as it's done, I'm just going to give it to him because, seriously, he's very patient. He's my nephew. I can imagine what he says under his breath afterwards. But he's, he's being very, very patient, waiting for this guitar. But oh my word, I'm ready to just toss it. Seriously, I just, yep. We'll smile and nod now. It is my pet peeve. Done. This one's done. Go away. This one needs stuff on the flips. Something on the flips. I think I need a couple more picture frames. Oh, I've got this tuck that I can still use. What do you need to do to her? She's lovely the way she is. She's a lovely doll. I think she's done. But like they say, no art piece is ever complete. It's just abandoned. Because you can always add more. And that's my thing. Oh, let's add some of this. Let's add some of that.
I agree. Whoever said less is more didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah, I admit it. I'm a maximalist. Totally, completely. Yuppers. I've got one more of these. That way. I have to go that way. That won't work. That won't work, silly. Oh, look. I have this lovely piece of orangey muck paper here, too, I could have used for something. Okay, so that has stuff on all four sides, to the side. That's gonna get lined stuff.
I'll be right back. I need more water.
Okay, that needs stuff. That needs stuff. No, wrong way. Sometimes I think of things that I would like to get done with something, and it's got a mind of its own, and there is no way that it will go the way I want it to. It just refuses completely to participate in my vision. I have one more. I forgot to use this, and I want it to go sideways, kind of at a top. So it would have to go there. Have to go there. Guess that's where it's going to have to go. That's it. That's where it goes. So I must drive you guys crazy. You guys have visions of how you want things done, and I just throw stuff at things. That must make you guys just nuts. I apologize. No, we're not going down there. Gotta go this way. Okay, so then let's go have a pocket here. Flip. Oh, I don't know how well that's going to work when it's in a book. Mm. You know what? Sometimes I'm spontaneous, sometimes I'm not, Belinda.
I would think sometimes that we have an idea in our mind, like, for instance, when we've gathered all this paper
Yeah,
and everything, so we kind of know what we've got. So while we're working on things in the back of our head, it's kind of working on it, saying, remember that piece, that kind of thing. That's my opinion.
yeah. I pulled out all this stuff and forgot I had it, and it's sitting right here beside me with its face hanging out. Like, really? Like, I don't know. Don't know. Okay, so I just put the loops through the hole, and then I'm just pulling the strands through the loops. That's a lark's head. Then you just snug it. I'm trying to leave it as flat as possible. And I'm just putting a dab of glue here so that they're kind of glued together. Okay, so I've got this one. So I'm going to start drawing lines on some paper so that I can finish off these books. So first of all, I'm going to rip this paper because I like them better with the rough edges. And yeah, you know what? These things I'm ripping off are going in the garbage. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm spontaneous, I can make a bit of a mess. Like, look at that piece that I was working on Sunday, the mixed media piece. When it was at that really ugly stage, the stage where it says there appears to have been a struggle, and you're going, where the heck am I going to go from here? Spontaneity isn't always all it's cracked up to be. Hey, Angela, welcome, welcome. We are working on the orange signatures for our rainbow journals. I've reached the stage where I'm now making some lined paper to fill in some holes and to fill in text spots. Things that I thought I would be using as journal cards, like those tags, have now ended up as pockets. Let's get rid of this. So I don't have as much tuck-in stuff as I thought. I'm going to have to go through my inchies and things and find... Oh, you know what else I didn't go through is my finished hearts. I bet I've got an orange heart that I can put in here. I can't believe I've only got the 2 orange fish. I'm low on fish. I really have to get doodling because I've got a jar full somewhere. Somewhere I've got a jar full. Okay, let's look for a heart first. Let's see if I've got an orange heart. That's orange. Yes, no? Orange or yellow?
Yellow. At least from my screen.
I know. There's a lot of orange on it.
It'll work.
See, it's got a lot of orange around the tips and things. If I don't have another orange one, then that one's going to get used. I got this one. It's way big. Got this one. It's way big. Can make nice tuck. Well, that. And which one of these? We'll see which. This one probably because it's got the peach on it. There, two
Oh,
hearts.
I don't like the wallpaper.
You don't like the wallpaper?
I don't like working with it.
Oh no. The other thing that I didn't look through was my inchies. I've got orange inchies. I don't think we'll be doing it on Sunday because Jean isn't here Sunday. Oh, this is an alphabet. Well, let's not take the orange ones out of the alphabet. I've got a cat nose, an orange cat nose, a couple of orange cat noses.
Yeah, it is, and I don't know. There's just something about it. The texture, the colors that I picked out were perfect. I love them. I did try writing on it a little bit, and my ink doesn't dry fast. The paint did, but I have a feeling that the paint would scrape right off. We'll see. I'm going to use it. It's almost done, and it's not bad. Actually, with the orange, I like a little bit of other colors in there. The
Yeah,
orange is overbearing.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not.
I said that.
I've got these orange inchies.
Those are cool.
And then I've got the orange cat nose ones. I'll use those. And then the two hearts.
I have stapled a lot of this, Belinda. The wet glue's doing better. I don't know. I just don't like the feel of it. I can't explain it. Feels like vinyl.
I didn't realize I was so low on inchies aside from alphabets. And then I've got these ones. They've got a black background and some sort of like systemic writing or marks or whatever. Jean, which ones would you use? Those or those? The black or the green?
I don't know. That's a tough decision. I like the black, I think. I like the more I work in my orange, the more I think it needs more contrasty.
Okay, I will use the black ones. There. There. Although these black ones would actually stuff good in those little envelopes. I need inchies for those little envelopes.
Oh, true.
Oh, that one's that one doesn't even take an inchy. That one does. And if it goes all the way down, we won't get it out.
And maybe I don't like this because I glued two pieces of wallpaper together. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Could be. Could be. So I've got a big wonky heart. If I put it here, I can use it as a tuck spot. Time for you to be quiet? Why? Why? You don't need to be quiet.
No.
Stop that. Please stop that.
Definitely takes longer to dry on the ink, that's for sure. And this is a permanent ink that's in my fountain pen.
Ooh.
I personally like other people's opinions.
Me
Even
too.
if I don't like it, because I'm not making it for anybody specific. And I, sometimes somebody will say, well, I don't like that. It should be this and this. And I'll try it and I'll be like, yeah, you are definitely right.
Hmm. Like that. Just glue it down just the way it is. Just gonna glue it down. It's not gonna be a tuck spot or anything. It's just gonna be glued down. Oh, thanks, Angela. Yeah, very eclectic. I've got cat noses, I've got fish, I've got a love bug, I've got hearts and flowers and frames.
Oh, my.
Oh my, and envelopes. I don't know. I don't know. And postage. Yeah. There is no rhyme or reason to this whatsoever, folks. I'm just adding stuff wherever my heart desires. I don't know if I can put that on. Okay, so I have this to make lined paper out of. I've got 3 inchies. The hearts are in. Oh, I forgot these inchies. What have I got here? Oh, those look like Christmas ones. Oh, those are cute. They're orange. We'll see. This one's going to be having a lot of inches in it. I've decided. All kinds of inches. Okay. Knew I had to have more inches than those. So let's pull all these pages back over. This is the front cover for this. So we've got a fish. I'm going to put this little nose inchy down here. Just like that. Yep, just like that. Today's a good day for distraction? Oh, that's good to know, sort of. Unless what you're being distracted from is, you know, how that goes. There. So I've got cat whiskers and cat nose. I'll have to put a bit of glue and have that set so that the whiskers are a little bit more spread. So then there's this page, so I'll have stuff to tuck in. That's the back cover, stuff to tuck in. And then I've got a tuck spot here as well. I think I'll use one of these up in this corner because I can. No, let's use one of these up in that corner. Oh, I'm sorry, Anne. I'm sorry. Well, I am glad that we are helping you with distraction.
That's a hard day.
It is a hard day. Very hard day. So these are the other inchies that I did in orange. Just little branches and leaves. But it's time to use up some of these inchies.
See, you get love twice then.
Pardon?
You get to love twice. You get to have fun and make them, and then you get to have fun and use them.
Yeah. Yeah. 92 is a good age. Oh, I'm sorry, Angela. Okay, so I am going to totally consider these ones done. Totally done. Away it goes. This I still have, I can do some doodling on there. Maybe I'll just draw some lines on it. I need to stuff the bits. I've got quite a bit of space up here. I think I'm going to take one of these inchies and add it to this bottom corner of the frames, along with a piece of that book page. So it's like a little cluster of the frames and the fish. Birthdays are rough. I still try and make up to my kids for my mom's death. She died Christmas morning. And then my dad was staying with us, and he took my dog out for a walk, and the dog jumped in front of a snowmobile that my dad didn't see coming because its headlight was burnt out, knocked my dad into the snowbank, got hit by the snowmobile, and died that evening. So Christmas, I spoil my kids to the nth degree because I'm still whatever. It is what it is. Those are done. This page is done. This page is done. Flip is done. I'm considering that done. I'm going to put some lined paper there. Leave that the way it is as well. I have to put something here, so I think it's going to be lined paper. Yeah, Christmas is really bad for me. Really bad. I hate Christmas. Um, Lined paper here. I think I need something more than the lined paper. How about if we put this little cat's nose on that one? Oh, thanks, guys. I think any time is hard though, because there's always something, always something. So I've
Yeah.
got this here. I think I'll do a lined paper there.
My worst day since my mom passed, and it's been 6 years now, was when my best friend passed away a year ago, and it was like I had nobody to talk to, nobody to tell about it.
Yeah,
That was hard.
yeah. Well, my best friend that we've been friends since we were 14, 15 years old, the one that just recently passed, it was her
Hmm.
birthday today. So, of course, first thing in the morning, Facebook says it's her birthday because her kids have not shut down her account. Darn kids. Dun, 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 dun. Line
Well,
right there.
we haven't shut down my mom's, my aunts, my cousins that have all passed.
Yeah,
Um, Mostly because, well, of course, my dad doesn't know how. I mean, he's only got 6 or 7 Facebooks because he gets, stuck and can't get in, so he opens another one. But I have mine set up so that my daughter can take care of it.
yeah. Oh, sorry, Angela. That's rough. My mom was in another province. My sister was with her. She was there being assessed for a liver transplant. So, it's rough when you're not there.
I went to see my mom. I got in on Wednesday. Thursday was an amazing day. I mean, she had cancer and she had a tumor and had brain surgery. But it was an amazing day. She ate, she was laughing, really good day. And then Friday and Saturday weren't so good. And Sunday she was gone. She just
Oh,
literally waited for me. And that's okay. I'm glad.
it's nice that you were there with her.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, let's have some happy now. Enough, guys. I love you all. It's we can be positive now. How are you doing with that one, Jean? So, what have you decided about that vinyl page? Are you
Well,
still doing it? What are you doing with it?
I did some collage stuff on the front. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. We'll just leave it there.
Yeah, I know.
And then I did a pocket here. This is the same one as that rainbow. And I
Okay.
decided I don't really like the super big gusset. A little gusset's fine, but I think it was too big. So I just made a simple little tag
Yeah.
that goes in there. And it really does fit if I can see what I'm doing. And then this, I need to find something to put in here. And I was working with the back. And this is, I nothing's saying anything. So this might be just a blank page. I don't know. I like this on there, but I don't know what to do with it. So
Yeah. Well, if
it,
you put it on, it's just a border. Borders are good. I've done that with some of my pages. Just put a border. Yay! And that's always bad.
oh
Good
yeah,
news. Coming back clear. That is awesome.
well, I agree. We have so much of that in our family that that's one thing I am adamant about. I get my memograms. My memos like to be grammed. Or well, maybe they don't like it, but they need it.
Yeah. Yes. That's always a good day. Okay, Jean, we need to decide when we're doing yellow. Is it going to be your channel's turn to host the yellow?
Sure.
And when do you want to do that? Next Friday again?
Um, Let me look at a calendar real quick.
Because I know that you like to go see the Grands on the weekends.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying real hard. I'd like to get over there on a Friday
Yeah.
because then I can spend the whole day with the twins. Okay. Hmm. Next weekend is the Defy auction, so
Right.
that's yeah, we're gonna have to stay with Friday
Friday? Okay.
because Wednesday's booked and Thursday's booked.
Okay.
So, and I don't know that I'd be ready by Monday.
Okay. Yeah. No, no problem. So Friday next week, we're going to be on Jean's channel. Well, there are art journals, and that you just doodle and keep adding glue book journals, junk journals. I'm considering this isn't exactly a junk journal because it's not all junk.
Yeah,
And
I would consider this an art journal. And
yeah,
honestly, I prefer to be less decorated if I'm making them for someone else. Well, even for myself, because I want to do in it what I want to do in it.
yeah,
I'm more apt to make a journal and then do stuff in it. I think for me, a journal is more of an art journal, and I can do whatever I want in it, even if it's wrong.
there's no
And
wrong.
well, if somebody else would say think it was wrong, is what I should say. But I don't know. This one is different. This one is um, like the original that I made for the prototype.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything. I just folded papers and made signatures.
right.
I see this could be a potential um, enjoyable thing for somebody that doesn't do journals. Then they can take this, that's already, pages are already determined, and they could do what they wanted to them. Leave, I mean, some of the pages are leave worthy if you're happy with it, you know?
Yeah,
I don't write in journals. So whether there's writing space or not is never important to me because I just don't write in them. The closest I have to writing in a journal is a quote. And I love to put a quote in my pages, my art journal pages when I'm done. I'll look at the page like none of these are really quite what I would do, but um, I look at this and okay, there's a bird. So I might find a quote about a bird for this page.
right.
And that's kind of how I do that. But my pages, my own journals are just crazy. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to any of them.
Yeah,
The few themed ones I've made, those are the ones that sold though. which is
Yeah,
really weird.
yeah, I get you. I mean, this is my peace, love, understanding, and sarcasm book, and it's just full of things that make me smile, quotes, rude sayings. Um, I just add bits of whatever. If I really like a piece and I don't want it to go anywhere, you know, kind of thing. And a junk journal is made. It's supposed to be made with everything that is junk, Angela. uh, Used envelopes, old mailers, flyers, anything that go would go in the garbage, and you put in that journal. A junk journal is all um, stuff that you would be throwing out.
And that's those are some words that get confused and get twisted and mixed up by a lot of people.
Yeah,
Um, some people will call any journal they make a junk journal because it's a mix of different papers.
yeah,
But Kim's right. Technically, that's what a junk journal is. But people could call these what we're doing junk journals because they are made with a mixture of junk, not really trash.
yeah,
So, it is. It's just like oh, that's a craft or that's art. It's all in the eye of the beholder.
yeah,
You know, I feel like I can do art, but sometimes I want to just do craft. You make little things just for the fun of it, but yet I could sit down and do something artistic. I've got paintings that I've made, collages that I've made, books that I've made. I won Best in Show with one of my art journals. I've won first place in my category for several different things that I've made. But yet, yesterday, I made these
but they're wonderful.
little peoples.
Can I make you big? I have to make Jean big.
You
Make
just
me
like
big.
saying it make me big, huh? So,
I just
I
do it because
like
I like to show you off, hun.
I love that interactive journals. I love that. Absolutely. You know,
That's a wonderful name for them.
yeah,
Thank you, Angela. I'm going to have to steal that.
I made my oldest grandson, my oldest granddaughter both journals one year for Christmas. And my grandson was just at that age where, maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't. And he really doesn't. But it was a Harry Potter, and it came with a leather bag and a feather pin. And I mean, I just played it way up. And so he still has it and still loves it. He just doesn't use it. My granddaughter, she uses it. She tears pages out of it. She loves it. She's 9. So, but I'm supposed to have my kids for some holiday soon. I don't know when, but the next time they're here, I'm going to lay out my journals and I'm going to have them put their name on the one they want. I don't expect them to ever use it. So I I think most journals that I even love are ones that I can pick up and just look at and fondle and drool over what's in them. But that's me. I don't need it to be functional. But believe me, it's taken me many, many, many years to get to that point. And still sometimes it's like, well, what am I going to do with this after I make it? It doesn't matter as long as you make it.
8 to 10 pages is pretty thick. I would go
Yeah,
more towards the 8
it
because when you've
didn't.
got 10 pages together, the middle ones don't always lie in nicely. They always stick out so that it's got kind of like a peak to it.
If I'm making a journal for myself, I already know what my intentions are to use it for. And I have made some to write in them, and I still can't do it. I have this fear that someday my kids or somebody's going to find it and say, well, I didn't know that really pissed mom off. And then they're going to feel bad. And I don't want that. So Um, One thing that I do for writing is I have done, I guess they call them bullet journals. I don't know. But like I'll get a date book and I'll write down, took Riley to lunch, cleaned the kitchen, just everyday things that I just do. And when I go back to look at them, because I have actually did it for like 2 full years in a row, I was so surprised. I was like, wow, well, that's kind of cool to know the little mundane things that you do, and remember them back because there's always something attached to what I wrote in there. Whether I realized it when I wrote it or not, I don't know. But that's as close as I get to writing in a journal.
I find all kinds of really snarky quotes on Pinterest, and I laugh and I have to write them down.
Yeah.
And they're pretty rude, a lot of them, but
Yeah.
you got to have some.
Well, my sister actually just put one on and or told me about one and I said, put it on Facebook. I want to save that. And it's going to be a heavy winter this year. Squirrels are already hoarding nuts.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
sister disappeared yesterday, and I thought it was funny
That is
because
funny.
I had to make the comment. Yep, and I'm not telling anybody where I'm at either. Yeah, I think we all have our own little quirks about things. Maybe that like you say, you can't write in the one you make or purchase. You know, making it sometimes you have these thoughts about it, so maybe writing in it feels wrong. I my journal that I sold for the most money was based it was Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, and I loved that journal. I couldn't write in it, didn't have any desire to write in it, but it has um I used ink and made my, you know, fingerprints like, mad scientist grabbed the book and his hands were dirty. I don't know. And I mean, it has my heart and soul in it, but I couldn't write in it. I sold it for a substantial amount of money. I knew what I had in it and the time I had in it, and that's all I was asking. If they didn't want to pay it, I wasn't selling it. It's like my book that I call my, well, it was the one that took Best of Show. I put a price on it in the show. I didn't really want to sell it for that price, but
Yeah,
if it sold for that price, I was okay.
yeah. That's the
I
one
put,
I did with my cabinet too.
yeah, I put
You know,
$700 on it.
I
Usually
put 5 grand on my
for
cabinet.
$700, but that's what I wanted. Actually, let me go grab it. It's 10 foot away. It's my pride and joy. It's maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but if they wanted it bad enough, by golly, they were going to pay for it. So I used a ledger, just the cover, and I I'm not really sure what kind of binding I did. I don't know if it was Coptic or not, but it was close. And um, it's all collages with quotes and it flips, and each set of pages flips.
I love that journal.
And
I love that journal so much.
I sewed it every page, and like a dumb bunny, I wanted those strings to show. I did it after I had it put together, which was probably the worst thing I ever did. But and then somewhere in here, and I don't know if I can even remember what it is anymore. There's one whole page that hooks up and matches, but I'm not really sure where it is. But all of these different layers, flip together and become one page. And I guess we just had a really good judge who was into this kind of thing. And all of it is, there's some washi tape, there's some painted papers, and there's magazine images. And then I've doodled and doodled and doodled and doodled on top of every page. And every page is numbered too. Not always the same, but they're numbered. And then that's my self portrait. So, and it's totally, I don't know, I don't usually scribble like that, but I loved it. So, but that,
That
and I
is
did. I had
absolutely,
$700 on it. And now I
absolutely.
don't think I'd sell it for 700. You know, I hardly ever pick it up, but I do love it. So,
It's beautiful.
yeah,
I'm joining you again.
that's okay.
Made a bunch of lined papers.
Cool. Thank you. I love it. And most of it was actually done in Virginia while I was visiting with my daughter when they lived there. Did some of it on the plane. That wasn't easy, but I did. And I already had the concept and the structure built. So it wasn't so bad. Yeah, that's how I did. I didn't want to sell it. But if somebody was willing to pay $700 for it, I would have took it.
Yeah,
But nobody even made an offer, of course. But and it's not
you
the
went.
kind of
Whoop.
thing that a lot of people would want. But it sits out on my bookcase and it's open and it flips out and every once in a while I'll change the pages and you know it was fun. It was fun to do. I'll never do another one, but it was fun to do.
I
And
really like it.
I did have to go back and make repairs because I had some of them in the center not tight enough and they were wiggling and so and it's this painty paper fabric or painty fabric, I guess, not painty paper fabric.
It is
Well,
fabulous.
thank you.
So I'm just going to go through now and put some lined paper on the blank areas. Not sure about those ones yet. Maybe I'll come and do a bit of doodling or add some of this border stuff in there. But for now, I'm considering this one. Oh, nope. Need a piece there.
I have a whole page that I haven't even touched. So,
Oh, I'm just about done. Because, Jean, a lot of times I will do what you're doing is I'll open up the page and I'll complete the entire page. And I find that takes so much longer than doing it this way.
yeah,
And because seriously, I can spend days and hours and hours and hours. You never get the money that you have put in time when you do journals.
oh no.
So I'm, you know, I still would like to sell some. I just I'm trying to find a way of cutting down on all the time to put into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wouldn't it? And says
Yeah,
the class on how you created that book would be absolutely fantastic, and that would be very, very true.
but I'm not really sure what I did. I had the idea and I knew what I wanted to do, but I'm not positive how I did it. I just know that there's, well, numbered. in the pages goes to 205. So that's counting, you know, this is 2 pages. One piece is 2 pages. And then there's three, I don't even know how many signatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was another thing. It was real wobbly. And so the first one of each one of these signatures is under here. And then a new piece of paper was put on them to help stabilize it because it just was too wobbly. And I did the same thing with the back. So, but there's, like I said, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 times 3 is
18?
18 signatures,
Wow.
technically. Or you could just say 6, but they were worked and designed as each individual signature. Someday I may figure that out again and do it, but I don't know.
You're agreeing with what I was saying? Oh, doing it this way, Angela? See, I make a lot of bits, right? And then I store my bits. And a lot of times I forget about the bits that I've got, but doing like the orange, the red, I'm finding I'm using as many bits as I can. I'm still having to make some stuff, but it's not nearly as bad as doing, every single page and finding something to use. Yeah, I know. I had a journal and it took me forever to make. Oh, I'm out of inchies. Um, Absolutely forever to make. So that's cute. Um, and I was selling it, but because of the shipping, people still won't pay. And, and I didn't think that I was asking overly much for it. But with the shipping and everything, it would have been 80 US. And she couldn't afford it. So, and it was easily, I think, altogether, like when you counted the pages, there was just under 100 pages that you could write on or do something on. And then the last one, I have a tendency to make them and give them away. My Vibrant Visions I sent to Ron's sister for Mother's Day. That one that I didn't sell because of the shipping, I gave to my grandson's girlfriend for her birthday. Then I made all those ones that I abandoned last year for Flood the Streets with Art. I've got one sitting here that I need to send to Defy. I don't have a big orange one. Still need to do this one. It is finding a right mark. It's horribly tough. It really, really is. Maybe I'll do some white paper with orange lines. Like I did the red with the spatters and the edging. I might do that for the last few orange ones that I made.
You know what? If I could put journals together with just staples, I could be doing them all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's supposed to go somewhere else. Oh, yeah, it goes
I
here.
think too, because I live where I live, and Manitoba is so cheap when it comes to spending money on things. For the longest time, it was known as, I know somebody who can get it for you wholesale city kind of thing. So nobody wants to pay full price for anything in Manitoba. I was carving canes and walking sticks, and it was like this one lady wanted flowers and leaves, and then she added dragonflies, and then she added ladybugs. I'm carving wood here. I can't just go ahead and add this crap, you know? So I had to rework a lot of this stuff, and she would only pay me $40 for it. So I sold it to her for $40. But I haven't carved another walking thing since. Exactly, Angela. Without the stress. I mean, that's why I'm not selling. I'm giving things away, and it makes me happy.
I don't prefer to sell. I don't like taking custom orders at all. But I I mean, I don't have to, but I grew up in that era where, I did craft shows. That was my income for my son is going to be 41 this month. And when he was 6 months old, I stopped working. I've had seasonal jobs, and then I worked at the bead store, but that was part time, and the kids were a lot older. But yeah, I did craft shows every other weekend almost. There were some weekends my husband took one child and did it, and I went somewhere else and did it, and that was our spending money and our fun money and all that. So sometimes, I mean, I'm still forcing myself when I make something that I don't need to go buy everything to make that 50 more times.
Yeah,
And that's tough because that's just how it was. And still, you hear people say to you, well, what are you going to do with that? Well, I don't know that I had to do something with it. But I get,
exactly. Exactly.
well, I'm just about close enough to call it. I have this
Oh,
piece.
it's 3.5 hours. Yeah, this has been a
Yeah,
long haul. Well, I've appreciated it very
I've
much.
enjoyed it
I'm, like I
immensely.
say, I'm just about done. I will do a flip through of these when they're done. Not sure when that's going to happen if we're heading out this weekend. Um, nice for $30. Excellent. Nice. Very nice, Anne. Very nice. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you very much. Thanks for anybody who watches the replay or is up in the balcony. And love you ladies in chat. We've had some ups and downs and some left turns and oh look, glitter kind of moments. I appreciate Jean for being here with me. It's been a blast as usual. So I'm going to say goodbye and hope you we inspired you guys to play with something because it is just play and no stress, right? Take care,
That's right.
everybody. I will see you on Sunday. Bye now.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks all. Toodles.